There's some amazing stuff happening. People who can't see might soon get their sight back, and people who can't hear might get their hearing back too. It's not just a dream. The folks behind this are saying that by 2024, the first volunteers could start using these special brain implants to turn on their electronic senses. And here's more good news. These implants could also help folks with brain issues like Parkinson's. These special implants work by touching different parts of the brain. One type has 13 tiny parts that can talk to the brain cells. This way, doctors can change how it works for each person. There's another kind that helps bring back vision. It takes what cameras see and sends those pictures straight to the brain. It's really exciting to think about all the good these implants could do. Guess what? When we talk about amazing new stuff from science and tech, Japan always has something cool to share, right? Check out this awesome robot they made for railroads in the land of the rising sun. This robot looks like a person and is controlled by someone wearing a special VR headset. The way they control it is super easy, just like following your instincts. For instance, the robot copies what the person wearing the headset does with their head, and special controllers help the robot figure out how heavy things are in its hands. What's even cooler is that these robots are going to help make things safer and save money. They can stop accidents and even lower the number of people needed for the job by up to 30%. Imagine that. And get this, they're planning to start selling these robots in the spring and summer of 2024. It's like the future is already here. Wow, technology is really moving forward. Did you know that in 2019 people spent around $34 billion on robots worldwide? And guess what? You can actually get your hands on cute robots like this one. It costs about $1,300, and the cool thing is, it can do all sorts of different jobs. This little robot is about 29 by 19 inches in size, with a gap of 4.25 inches from the ground. Inside, there's space for four 12-volt, 12-amp power batteries. And if you need to, you can connect more electronic stuff to it. Plus, you can make it even better with extra parts, like a kit for clearing snow that's also sold by the same company. Isn't that neat? Hey, want to hear about something really daring and fast? There's a guy named Vince Referee who's both a pilot and a stuntman. He did something amazing. He went up 100 meters in just 8 seconds and zoomed at around 241 kilometers per hour on average in just 30 seconds. And guess what? He did all of this while flying in a cool jetpack that started from the ground. People even nicknamed him Iron Man, because he's like a real-life superhero. The jetpack he used was made by the Jetman Dubai team. They're like explorers pushing the limits in the city of dreams. With a skilled pilot like Vince, this jetpack can hang in the air, do loops, and change direction super quickly. It can go as fast as 400 kilometers per hour. But here's the sad part. In the same year, Vince Referee passed away during another training flight. The Jetman Dubai team doesn't give out too many details, but it seems like they're still working on making their jetpack even better and safer. It's all about reaching for the stars, right? Guess what? There's a super cool new thing in laptop technology, and it comes all the way from Israel. They fixed the problems with screens, like annoying reflections, privacy concerns, and small sizes. Instead, they've brought in something awesome called the Space Top. It's like stepping into a world of magic, where you wear special glasses and see a huge 100-inch virtual screen. This special screen is only visible through the glasses. This Space Top laptop isn't heavy at all. It weighs about as much as a Big Apple, around 1.5 kilograms. Inside, it has 8 gigabytes of memory, RAM, a Snapdragon 865 mobile processor, like a little computer brain, and 256 gigabytes of storage. It also runs on the Android operating system. The glasses that go with it have really clear pictures, like looking at a 1080p HD TV screen with each eye. They give you a nice wide view too, like looking at something diagonally across a room. These glasses are light, around as heavy as a small apple, about 106 grams. You can't wear them over regular glasses, but they'll make custom ones for you if you send them your eye doctor's instructions. The Spacetop laptop costs about $2,000, which is like buying a fancy gadget. If you're excited about this, you can leave your information to get updates. How cool is that? Imagine having a boo-boo covered with a bandage, and you're not sure if it's getting better or if it's getting worse with an infection. Well, the folks who made Smart Heal came up with a clever solution. They created a special bandage that has a tiny sensor. This sensor checks something called pH levels, which can tell if there's an infection in the boo-boo. This is important because sometimes, especially for people over 70 years old, it's really bad if infections aren't caught early. The neat thing is that this new bandage is easy to make, and it doesn't need any power or wires. It sends the information using something called RFID technology, which is like how bank cards work. The team is super excited, and they plan to have these special bandages available for everyone by the year 2025. Guess what? In 2018, China actually threw more than 7 billion cubic feet of waste into the water by the coast. Cleaning up all that mess costs a ton of money. For example, fixing up the Bohai Sea cost over $1 billion. So people who come up with things like this might be helping out the environment. Take a look at this student project from China. It's on the screen. The cool part is, it doesn't need any power. It works using the power of the waves. You just put it in the right spot, and it starts grabbing all the garbage by itself. This can really help at the beach. Since the ocean is always moving, it collects trash all day and night. You just need to go check it once in a while and make sure it's all safe and sound. If you're into puzzles, you're in for a treat with this upgraded Rubik's Cube. The creators went a different route. Instead of changing its shape, they got rid of the colors. Instead, there's a light that only comes on when the pieces fit perfectly. This version needs a good memory and some patience too. And guess what? It won't get dull as time goes on. The folks making it want to add more game modes with different kinds of lighting, and they'll do it as they get support on Kickstarter. They even made a special plug for charging. You just plug it into the cube. No need to take it apart. If this sounds awesome to you, it's around $150 to get one. Get ready for a puzzling adventure. Hey, have you heard about Little Switzerland? It's like a special kind of pretty land with small, forested hills. People have been using this name since a long time ago, back in the 1800s, to show where cool stuff is for tourists to see. Guess what? There's a Swiss invention that's here to help folks explore these places. It's like a hat you can wear that can fly. And it's got a wing that can tilt. They tested it 550 times already, and it worked great. The team wants to make different versions with more or fewer propellers, but they all have one thing in common: the wing. When the flying hat takes off and lands, the wing stands up straight, and then it goes flat when it's in the air. They're planning to make one version that can hold 8 people. It's supposed to carry stuff that's as heavy as 750 big bags of sugar, and it can go super fast at 350 kilometers per hour. Plus, it can fly for a really long way, like 10-20 kilometers. And you know what's even cooler? This flying hat won't just be for tourists. The smart folks who made it want to create other models for doctors and people who work with moving things around. How amazing is that? Get ready for a fun twist on volleyball with this awesome net. It's not the usual kind. You can play in a group of 4 people or even with 4 teams. The set has everything you need: 4 nets, 2 balls, poles, lines for the game area, and a bag to carry it all. You can change the height of the net from 6.9 to 7.9 feet. The playing space is big, 21 feet on each side, so there's tons of room. And if you don't have a full group, no problem. You can change the net for 3 players easily. The design is really cool, and you can get it for $140. It's an exciting new way to play volleyball. Hey drone fans, check this out. This little drone is a total stunner with its crazy tricks and speed of more than 4 miles per hour. You control it using your smartphone. Don't worry, there's an app for both iPhones and Androids. This drone is loaded with cool stuff. It's got a camera that shows you what it sees, kind of like being inside. It can follow your commands and do cool moves you program, plus it can even jump up to 32 inches high. When you charge it up, you'll have 20 minutes of fun, and it takes about an hour and a half to fill up. It can fly up to 164 feet away from you, and if you want even more speed or fancy moves, there are 2 modes to lock the wheels. All this drone goodness is yours for around $140. So get ready to be amazed. Ever wondered how to quickly set up a command center for things like rescue missions? Well, check this out. You can use these air-supported structures you're looking at on the screen. They're like portable HQs that just need 2 people to set them up. These things are really versatile and can be used all year round, since they're designed to keep the inside comfy. They've even thought about convenience. There are removable doors and lights included. Setting them up is kind of like putting up regular camping tents. Some folks who've used them say in the comments that they're awesome for fun times too. Just add a vehicle, a generator, and some rocks to keep it from flying away in the wind. What do you think? Cool, right? Get ready to dive into the water like never before with this amazing device. It's a total game changer, letting you glide through the water like a pro. What's special about this monofin is that it's a mix of old-school leg power and modern electric help. When you start using it, the smart system checks out how you swim and adjusts to make it comfy. Later on, you can change how it works, and all the info goes to a cool app on your phone. Some folks who try to prototype went as fast as 3.5 miles per hour underwater. But with the real deal, you can hit speeds up to 10 miles per hour. The battery lasts about 2 hours, but it really depends on how you use it. Now here's the thing, it's a bit pricey at $3,000, but if you get one, you'll be part of a group they call amphinotes. Get ready to make a splash. Looking for some fun in the dark? Check out this cool badminton set. The rackets and the birdie have colorful LED lights that can shine in different ways. It's a super cool idea for playing at night, and guess what? Adults and kids will both love it. You get 2 rackets and 2 birdies in the set, and it's just $30. Imagine the fun at your next outdoor party. Give it a try. Ever wonder why super cool sports cars like this Lamborghini look so different? Well, it's all about how the air flows around them. They want the air to move smoothly because if it's rough, it uses up more gas and makes steering tricky. They even put special things on the car, like wings, to press it down and make it go faster. Like in 2017, a Lamborghini Huracan drove around a racetrack super quick, in just 6 minutes and 52.01 seconds. But wait, there's more. A clever team from the Netherlands built an electric car called Lightyear Zero that's super slippery in the air like a fish in water. It's got a special number called a drag coefficient of 0.175, which is a record for cars you can buy. Just to compare, the Huracan's number is around 0.39. And have you heard about the McLaren Speedtail? It's like a spaceship on wheels. They only made 106 of them, and they can even lower the car closer to the ground by 35 millimeters and tuck the mirrors inside. It's got these bendy things called carbon fiber ailerons. Even though it's not the slickest in the air with a drag coefficient of 0.279, it can zoom as fast as 403 kilometers per hour. Cars are such incredible machines, right? Hey there, want to hear about something really handy? There's this solution from Sweden that's great for covering, keeping warm, and guarding cables and pipes. It's like magic for places from big malls to Navy ships. Here's the cool part. These things they make are seriously impressive. Take the cable gland, for example. It can handle fire like a superhero, and it won't let gas or water in. It's like a super tight seal, like closing a jar really hard. You can make it seal really strong, like 1 or 2 bars depending on what you need. What's even cooler is that this gland can work with all sorts of cables and pipes. It's got a special trick called multi-diameter technology, so it can fit different sizes. And even if you have lots of cables and not much space, this thing is compact, so it fits nicely in cabinets and boxes. They made 6 different versions for different sizes, from tiny 3mm cables to much bigger ones up to 99mm. And guess what? They even have options for cables up to 580mm. And to make things even easier, they have special software called Transit Operate that helps you make documents for inspection super fast. So it's like a smart solution that makes things neat and safe. Isn't that cool?